Hi guys, so today was day 3 of the infusions, and it by far has been the roughest. I unfortunately vomited a lot today, and apparently when you're under this medication, your worst fears can come out. And unfortunately for me, that meant that apparently I hallucinated seeing my ex, and that my ex was trying to kill me. Not fun. But, more importantly, pain levels are down, spasming is down. Kind of feeling like a truck hit me. My head hurts. And tinnitus comes and goes. But it is a little bit easier to breathe, and not getting intestinal spasms or tram flap spasms like I was. They're kind of rolling in nature, but they're not as bad. It's easier for me to tolerate, if that makes sense. I know I look terrible. I'm not gonna say, there's nothing beautiful about going through these loading doses, and it is, for me, it's definitely work to get up in the morning and be willing to go back there and let them put that medication back into me, because it makes me feel horrible. But we've seen a little bit of a decrease on my left side, my right side, so hoping that maybe that will be a good sign. But we will, we're not there yet. Friday will be the halfway marker, and they'll take this lovely thing out of my chest. That's a port, and there's a 1-inch steel needle under there. Hate being home with it. Like it better when nurses are taking care of it, and I don't worry, but it's itchy. That's kind of annoying. Apparently, I tell people I love them a lot, I miss them a lot, and I express my fears. So I guess I'm an odd duck, I guess, under the influence of this stuff. Hopefully, it's going to not be quite so hard to go through as time goes on. I don't know. I know I don't want to do it, but I know I have to do it. And that's what's getting me to go and do it. Do I feel like recording myself right now? Oh, hell no. But I promised you guys I was going to do the whole treatment, and I'm going to do the whole treatment. So other people can see the good and the bad all together. I'm not saying this is a cakewalk. It sure as hell isn't. But if it slows the disease down, if it gives me more quality of life, then it's going to be worth it to have gone through this. And that's what I keep telling myself. It's going to be worth it to go through this in the long run. And my goal has to be that end game. So it really sucks being in the arena. For those of you that follow me and know how much I love Brene Brown and The Man in the Arena by Roosevelt. If you have not read that speech, I highly recommend it. It's really, really good. And it talks about the difference between the doers of deeds and the critics. And anybody who's been around me and my whole life, actually, as an activist, you know that's where I come from. A place of true love and true heart. And apparently I say that a lot, too. So, I know I'm loved, too. And that makes all the difference. I'll be back again tomorrow for day 4 of 10. and hope to continue sharing things with you guys. And hopefully I won't be having too much of an upset stomach like I did today. Hopefully that won't happen again, but it does happen. One thing I can tell you, that when you're doing these treatments, eat light and don't eat late the night before. Kind of consider yourself NPO. I mean, you can have some liquids, but don't really fill your tummy up with anything, because the less it's in your tummy, the less likely you're going to feel sick when you're getting the infusion. And the infusion takes about 2.5 hours. So it's a long period of time of being kind of stuck in a not too fun place, but I come home and sleep and eat and hydrate, take the medications, and then it's sleep and get back up and do it. This is not something you can do and work. This is not something you can do and take care of other people. In fact, you need people taking care of you. Right now, I am still under the influence of the medication, and that means I'm not competent, and I need to ask for help, and not try and do something myself that would be dangerous or anything like that, which basically I'm just staying in bed, and my beautiful girlfriend Christian is bringing me things to eat and to drink, and Matt's keeping everything running, and between us we're getting her done, so to speak. Kristen will laugh when she hears that one. She's from Ohio, so I have to pick on her from that. But I love her, and I love Matt, and I love my life, and I'm very, very lucky to have it. So despite it all, despite all of this, I'm still happy to be on this planet, be here, be able to share, and I hope that this helps at least one person with CRPS, RSD. I know it sounds like alphabet soup, right? Complex Regional Pain Syndrome, Reflex Sympathetic Dystrophy, Post-Mastectomy Pain Syndrome. I got a lot of letters. And unfortunately, they're not in the right place. They're supposed to be, no, that's what I thought, the right place. So, this is me being a little bit silly too, so that's part of the process apparently, is I get giggly with this, which is kind of weird. I really don't have a whole lot more to give you. Well, I should probably tell you what I understand about the dosing. They give, the first dose was 80 milligrams. The second was 100, and today was 150. And it is diluted in a bag of normal saline. And they also give other medications that are to keep my blood pressure down and to keep me from getting too anxious or scared, because the medication can make you feel really bad. So they give Versed before they actually give the infusion. And if she needs to, she can give more Versed while she's infusing. She can also give Zofran for nausea. We pre-med with nausea med with me. I definitely have nausea issues with this. But today was the day that, definitely the first day of actually throwing up considerable amount. Hopefully that won't be repeated. But I get hot and cold, and I can tell you my head feels very, very cloudy. If you guys have questions, post them in the comments underneath, or hit me up with the questions. I'll be happy to answer them. I'm trying to think of everything I can possibly tell you guys about this. According to my awesome doctors and the information there, this is still considered an experimental treatment, unfortunately. So for some people, you need to count on your friends and your family, and you need to scrape and save in order to be able to try it. But if it makes the difference between having to choose between being on a high dose of opioids and narcotics are not for you, it may be worth it. For me, that is worth it. Especially where I'm in a situation where narcotics and opioids can actually be very dangerous to me due to my phrenic nerve being damaged. But that's about all I got for you. And I hope I've given you guys good information. I hope this is helping in some way. And drop a comment or a question if you've got one. See you guys for day 4.